the BLM, Bureau of Land Management, and we work very closely with those folks in our mining plans and our day-to-day operation. A mining plan is a large document that is written up in cooperation with the government that describes everything you're going to do on the land, how your processing works, how you dispose of your hazardous waste, how you run your day-to-day operation.
All the equipment's going to get painted and look like we might know what we're doing.
What your plan is for reseeding and turning the land back into a viable multiple-use piece of property when you're done. And we support those 100%. There are a lot of federal guidelines in how mining should be conducted today. And we work hand in hand to continually improve those guidelines and have input into how things are managed and how the resource is utilized. We need to use our natural resources, but we need to use them in a way that have as much concern for leaving the place as good or better than we found it when we leave. We're working with a PhD in botany to reclaim our land. It is a pilot program for mining in the whole western United States. After we take out 1 pound of stones per cubic yard, we put the dirt back into the hole and we shape it back to the original contours. And then we're replanting it with the original bunch grasses and native plants that were here 150 years ago before the sheep and the cattle moved into this range. Ecological mining is the key, and hopefully will set a standard for mining in the whole western United States.
I'm looking for a job at honest pay. I'm looking for a job at honest pay. I'm looking for a job at honest pay. Lord, Lord, and I ain't gonna be treated this way.
Every year we have what we call an artist dig-in. And by invitation, we invite some of the top artisans from all over the world. Last year we had about 140 of the artisans from all over the world. We had a couple fly in from Switzerland. We had one gentleman from South Africa. We have a lot of Canadians, a lot of people from the east coast of the United States. And these are all artists that are either goldsmiths or gem cutters or both, who work in these stones, love the sunstones and the versatility in its design element.
Each piece is incredibly, uniquely different. They could have reds and greens, a little bit of dichroic where you turn it 90 degrees, it'll change colors. The schiller is a whole different effect, each stone completely different, and how the schiller faces up.
Welcome everybody, thank you for coming.
It becomes a big social event for the Warner Valley. We had 2 weddings out here during the dig-in.
The bride and groom are in the east, where the sun comes up. That's where the beginnings start. The sage is from here. For centuries we have used the smoke from the sage in our blessings and ceremonies. It's believed that the smoke from the sage is very, very sacred. This smoke is actually the thing that is between us and the spirit world and the Creator. So by lighting the sage, it represents a union of the Creator and this event.
Oh, hey, hey, oh. Oh, hey, hey, oh. Oh, hey, hey, oh, na, hey, ah, hey, ah, hey, hey, oh.
away, hey-o, away, hey-o, away, hey-o, away, hey-o, na hey, away, away.
At one point, this was a semi-tropical area. It has a very rich, diversified natural history. It has a host of fossils ranging from late Pleistocene era. We have found fossilized camel bone. I found a fossilized rhino tooth. Found it under the sagebrush right out here, just scratching around. This area is the Oregon High Desert. There is Heart Mountain Antelope Range up here, about 30 miles from here. With a very large herd of pronghorn antelope. Bird watching in the Warner wetlands is world class. The petroglyphs and the ancient sites are located all around us. The wildflowers in the spring are incredible. If you look out at this sage, you would think, ah, there's nothing there, but if you take time to walk among the sage and look down, you will see a myriad of small, tiny, very brightly colored wildflowers, some of them no larger than the size of a pinhead. We are remote. The high desert's a very harsh environment. Being the high desert, I've seen it snow in July, I've seen it snow in August. In mid-May and mid-October, you can get into the storms. It doesn't happen very often, but you can be out here and get heavy rains or get snow. Usually it passes within a day or so, and it's not too big a problem. It can also get extremely hot. 105 in August happens. Not very often, but it happens. You may not feel like you're sweating it, but it's because it's evaporating so rapidly, and you can become dehydrated very quickly. So you need to take precautions, drink lots of water,